Welcome in, welcome in. We are in race 6 of the Backwoods Racing Series. This is my first race commentating for them. I commentated before in the past, but it's been a while. Welcome in. Today is Saturday. It's a fun one at Bristol. We're doing a little bit of a pre-race show. So we got 3 special guests in the booth today, or early on for pre-race interviews before qualifying and everything. We made sure to do super early so we wouldn't interfere with their, qualifying times, etc. So the first person we're going to interview, make sure to include your audio, is Georgia Dog. Someone in this series who, I think if I'm not mistaken, Georgia, you're currently, I think you're locked in? Did you know? You're not locked into the playoffs, but you currently sit fifth in points. So what are your thoughts on the season so far as in the Backwoods Racing Series League? Mm.
First off, I appreciate you having me. Secondly, it's season's gone good so far. I mean, it's been it's been good up to this point, and then we got Bristol tonight, and Bristol's gonna be a fun night. But yeah, up to this point, it's been great. Just hoping to keep up the momentum heading into tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that I want to see as well. I want to see the series put up a good show because the last time I've run here in the series at Bristol, it was an amazing battle for second or third. But going over your history at Bristol, the last time we ran here, Georgia, you finished fourth. So what are your thoughts going into tonight, and do you think you got a winning car?
After doing the practice earlier today, I feel a lot more confident going in. I really wasn't sure what I had up until the practice that we did a few hours ago. But yeah, no, I feel good. You know, I mean, as you mentioned last time we ran here, I finished fourth. I'm hoping to better
Top
that,
five.
maybe even get a win tonight. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, it's really all going to be about the track position, because that's how Bristol works. If you don't have track position, you're likely not going to be up near the front. Unless you pull off some type of strategy. But I think when we get into the final stage, if we go caution free, then there's definitely going to be some strategy mixed in. But I feel good about tonight. Just gotta keep car up front and hopefully get a good qualifying position.
Yeah, it will definitely be fun watching you tonight, as I know you're pretty solid at Bristol. Good luck in qualifying in the race, and it'll be fun to watch the number 18 machine.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go on to someone who's also been really good this season. Both of these drivers are both in the playoff hunt. B13, how you doing, man? I'm getting over to your one car real quick in the menu, but how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing well. How are you guys
You
doing?
mean doing pretty well, doing pretty well. I was stoked for this. I don't know why, but I'm super excited to have interviews for the first time. I haven't done this before. I'm doing what Cowboy Tech used to do, and for his streams. I can't find the one. I must be blind. There it is. All right. B13, give me your thoughts on your season so far in Backwoods, as you currently sit third in the points without a win, but you've been very consistent from what I can see.
Yeah, definitely had a few just kind of get away from me, but I've been pretty consistent. Uh, Trying to keep me and my team. I know that I'm fairly certain we took over the points lead. For the team points. Yes, we did. So
Oh,
trying to
that's gonna be
keep
something to
the
watch.
yeah, that's something to watch. We took the points over after last week. I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah, we did. So hopefully we can maintain that points lead, and yeah, hopefully I can get in the victory lane one of these races. But nonetheless, I feel like I'm sitting in a decent spot. Just got to stay consistent. Uh, Maybe try to get some stage wins or what have you. But I don't even know. You said this is race 6. I'm wondering what
Yes.
our schedule
All
is
right.
after that.
Okay.
Oh, Bristol, Michigan Auto Club, Darlington, Dega. That'll be fun. Those are a lot of great tracks upcoming.
All right. So give me your thoughts on Bristol tonight. What is your mindset going into tonight and for this Bristol race? I don't know if you ran last season. Based on what I can see, you probably
I
didn't. But what are
don't
your
believe
thoughts
I
on
did.
Bristol?
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on Bristol?
I like Bristol a lot. It's a good track, a lot of turning, a lot of throttle time. Um, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I can qualify well. I feel like I've been practicing on and off all day, and I've gotten better as a practice. So hopefully that can translate. I hope I can qualify well. I feel like I'm running pretty decent times for that part of it, and then yeah, I feel like I've figured out a decent setup for the race. We'll just have to see how it plays out with more cars on track.
Yep, that's exactly how I feel. It always depends on how it plays out without the field. I want to see your pace tonight. It's going to be fun to watch that one machine. I think he'll be up front tonight, B13. He'll be fun to watch. Good luck in the race.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hey, and good luck calling the race. I don't know if you have any help in the booth tonight, but it'll be a fun one nonetheless.
Not tonight. Not tonight. I'm doing it solo tonight, as I want to get some experience alone in the booth for once. But maybe next week I'll have someone.
If I could give you some broadcasting advice, just as a viewer, personally, I think it's good to oftentimes put yourself on the leader and just do the look back view where you can see the entire field behind them to kind of watch the movement and see what's happening, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Just a thought.
All
a
right,
lot of people do tend to do just the from behind view, and you can really only see, or the side view or whatever. I think if you do the where you're looking at the entire field behind the leader, that's a great view to broadcast from.
Oh yeah, I will try to do that tonight. B13, thank you for the tip. Good luck in qualifying in the race tonight, and I wish you the best of luck tonight.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Alright, so someone decided, I initially was going to go with 3, but since he joined, make sure to include your audio. How you doing, Spartan?
Doing well. Honestly,
Make sure your audio's in.
It is. I did not actually know that this was. I was just joining Georgia.
I told you that we were doing these.
I didn't know Georgia was doing
you joined.
it, but here we are.
Yeah, well, you're here now. Alright, Spartan. Give me your thoughts on your season so far, as we are in race number 6. You currently you actually have a win on the season, so you're locked into the playoffs. So what race did you win, and how has your season gone as a whole so far?
Honestly, let me check here because I don't remember the race I won because I took 2 races off. I was a little busy, and I ended up missing those 2 races, so I dropped into points. But I knew I was good after that win. So back in here.
Hold on, I got it up on
I
my
won
thing.
Indy. That was
yeah,
a little.
Indy.
Yeah, I gave Irish a little shot by accident and sent him up a lane and got underneath them and took the win. Last 2 corners, it was actually pretty exciting. But overall,
Gotcha.
I mean, I love these cars. I absolutely love the Xfinity cars. They're so much fun to drive.
Yes,
Yeah,
I completely agree
I feel
with
really
that.
confident
These
in
cars are a blast. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, you're good. Yeah,
I disagree.
The rest of the season, it looks pretty good too. So we're gonna not miss any more races and work our way back up to points and see where we can get.
Alright, so there was one thing that you sent to me in broadcasting chat that you were really adamant about. You won this race last season. Give me your thoughts Give me your thoughts about tonight's event and how you think you'll run tonight, as that 19, I think he can get another dub if he potentially does what he did last season.
So last season, I think me and Impact got into it. Yeah, he had the lead on me, and I hit the apron and kind of bumped him, and I think that's what got me the win. So I'm not like ultimately like really proud about that, but overall that race I dominated. I won both stages. It was a really solid race for me. I hopefully want to do the same thing tonight. Get some points, lead the race, be up front, stay out of trouble.
Yep, those are definitely the 4 goals that you want to have for a race, especially if only early in the season. So good luck in qualifying and in the race, Mr. Spartan, and we'll see you maybe later tonight in the top 3 interviews.
Hopefully I'll be in the booth with you.
Yep, hopefully so.
At the end.
All right, we're gonna move. At the end.
Yeah.
Yep, at the end. Not with a lag out.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna move on to someone who you guys should know pretty well. We talk with him on the podcast every Wednesday night in the ODRL podcast. It is Mr. Mets fan. How you doing, Mr. Mets? Make sure you include your audio.
I'm doing great, Brand. Every time I talk to you, it's a great day.
Hey, I feel happy about that. That's a
Oh, I was just
compliment.
kidding.
Thank you.
I was just kidding. Don't take it seriously. Let's go. Come
Oh
on.
man, damn. Okay, that was a heartwarming moment
No, I'm
there.
kidding. All
All
right.
right, Mets fan, give me your thoughts on your season so far. As you've missed, I think 1 or 2 races, but you currently sit 22nd in points. So,
Oh
what are your
yeah,
thoughts on your
yeah,
season so
yeah.
far?
Um, my season is basically every other season I run. Admin is number one job. Make sure it's clean as possible. I've slowly intervened, uh, weaseled my way into being admin full time and Backwoods. Full transparency. This time slot is going to transition into ODRL trucks when the new game comes out. Maybe even before that, depending on numbers wise. Next season at Backwoods might be trucks to get a little fresh start on that. But yeah, I'm basically adminning, helping Insolable. He does a great job, set this league up. Me, Spartan, Iron Man, Impact, Georgia Dog, all help him run the league. And the plan from the beginning was to be the easy access um, to be the third series of ODRL, as we talk about on Wednesday nights. But I've enjoyed it. A lot of new people that we don't race with on the ODRLs over here that we've been looking at. Obviously, we have ODRL guys in here for the majority. Spartan is a great one, championship contender every week, race winner contender every week. Iron Man races on occasion. It's all but when he's healthy, he's able to race. Georgia Dog, obviously. We got Yeti, a former ODRL guy. Races over here. He's pretty good. Obviously Irish B13, class of the field. A lot of the
Axeman,
weeks.
a new guy as well.
Axeman, obviously. We got Perk. Don't know much about Dallas. My plan. Dallas. My. I don't know how to say
Plan
his
B.
human name. Is it
Dallas
Plan
my
B?
Plan
Is
B.
it? You got a
Dodge
couple.
Dakota.
Yep, Dodge Dakota. I've heard great things about. I actually tried to recruit him for ODRL a long time ago, and he ghosted me. So now I race with him here. Um,
That's one way to get it,
yeah,
right?
I guess so. I was like, all right. But yeah, I'm excited. I like running this when I'm available. The time slot helps. Especially with Xfinity start and NASCAR starting up. We have Saturday night Cup Series races sometimes, or Xfinity races that run late. We can jump on Heat or jump on a new game, and come race with the boys. That's the goal.
Yep, that is the goal. But, Mets, we got a race to run. Give me your thoughts on Bristol tonight and what you think your car can do.
Oh, Bristol's a great track. I mean, I enjoy Bristol. The obviously worry is a lot of cars and a short track. They can tend to bring some issues, door slams, wall banging type issues. But I like this
I will say
group. This
this.
group is fun. I think you expect a great group of time, great racing, a lot of give and take, back and back and forth. Maybe not a lot of give and take because short track tippers tend to rear their
Yeah.
ugly head, but a lot of front to back. I was meant to say a lot of leader, give up the lead, take the lead type stuff. Spartans obviously is going to be a huge factor. Irish, Georgia Dog. It's going to be really fun for the top five.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch, Mets. I wish you luck during the race and everyone
Thank you.
in this VC. If you guys have anything to say to the chat or anyone, and make sure you include your audio and just say your thoughts. Then I'm gonna get to the preview of the race.
Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the run. This group is really good. Obviously, if you know Bren, you know ODRL. So it's basically a lynch off the ODRL branch. So it's very good racing, very competitive. Maybe the future is Bren broadcasting ODRL Truck Series in the future, maybe. So we'll
You
keep that
never
in
know.
mind. We'll keep that in mind. Pay him a little bit here and there, and we'll see if he can do it.
Yep. Thank you, Mets, for everything. Thank you,
No,
Insolable,
Bren.
by the way. You're
No,
in the
Bren. Thank you for everything. We don't have a broadcaster after 6 weeks. Thank you for taking the chance and trying your chop out by yourself. Uh, don't take yourself too seriously because everybody loves the fun aspect that you bring. Be yourself. We love you being yourself, and stay true to yourself.
Yep. I'm gonna enjoy it tonight. All right, Mets. All right, B13. Spartan and Georgia Dog, I wish you guys luck. You guys can go practice with your groups. Have fun.
Have a good night in the booth.
Thank you. Alright, now we're gonna... Yep, for sure. Alright, now we're gonna go over some important things since we have actually missed out on a few weeks. We're gonna go over the point standings. So the point standings so far, we got four different winners so far in the early part of the season. So Irish, our points leader, he sits on the board with a win, locked himself in. He's about plus 71 on K-Therm. So K-Therm so far has been really consistent. He sits second in points. B13, who we talked to earlier in this podcast, no, not podcast, the interview section, pre-race. He currently sits third in points. He hasn't got a win on the season, but I feel like this is a night where he could be strong. Sterlo, surprisingly, I'm surprised by this, hasn't won in the series yet, so it might be he might get a dub tonight. I'll be watching, hopefully. We never know. He currently sits fourth in points. Then we talked to Georgia Dog earlier as well. He sits fifth in points. Twisted Bush, he did leave about 2 weeks ago, so that is a spot open for iTrip to get into the playoffs there. We have Dodge Dakota, he currently sits 7th in points with 140. Yeti, he currently sits 8th with 4 starts, right behind Dodge. Impact, one of the guys who I think is going to be strong tonight. He currently sits 9th in points with a win and locked himself in early on. He won at... He won at Vegas, the race that I ran last time we saw this series from my channel. Linedcone, he also won early in this season. I think he's the only multiple time winner in this very early part of the season. He won Daytona and he won Road America, so very diverse winner there. He's somebody to watch out for tonight. Linedcone, I've watched him nearly win a championship. Sean did get the best of him the one time I did watch Night Racing League, but he's someone to watch out for. He's got speed, he's consistent, and he's someone that you can never count him out in a race, so he's definitely going to be the person that I am going to be looking out for tonight if we have a surprise, not really surprise winner, but decently surprise winner. If you can get 3 wins early in the season, that could be your championship front runner, in my opinion. We have Insoluble. He's currently 11th in points. The league owner, he currently sits inside that playoff bubble, so he is safe at the moment, but that bubble is not fully safe as Trip is only 9 back from him. GS Racing, Spartan, the guy that we talked about, the last person before Mets, Spartan, he currently sits 12th in points, but like he said earlier, he got that win early in the season, so he has no issues with the rest of the season. As he stated before, he's going to try to run all the races to get the start requirement to make the playoffs. Trip, he's had a solid season, but he currently sits outside looking in 13th. GS Racing, another guy that we know from ODRL. A lot of these guys, you guys are going to recognize these names. They run in ODRL Premier and NXT. Used to run in NXT. You guys seen him in my videos before. I'm just saying that right now. GS Racing sits 14th in points. He's got to have a good run tonight. Axeman, one of the guys that you guys might not recognize from ODRL. He is not in ODRL, but I recognize him from Open Lobbies. He currently sits 15th in points. Solid driver overall. Leppy, my teammate in ODRL, he currently sits 16th in points, so he's got to have a good run tonight. He's missed 2 to 3 races so far early in the season. Master Killer, someone that we had a scheduled interview for. Sadly, he could not show, but he will be running tonight, 17th in points. God damn. Fenris sits 18th in points. Dallas, my plan B, sits 19th. Perks, EXO, Mets fan, who we talked about in the interview before, he says he's a main admin, so I want to see him run well tonight. I'm always going to root for an underdog to run well, so he currently sits 22nd in points. Silent Kings, myself, 24th as I ran one race. Ironman sits 25th. Stein, LA Fatality, Go Dogs, Trevi sits 29th in the points. The points maker, or the schedule, the person who does points, currently sits last in points, which is a big surprise. Alright, into our race info. So, race info for tonight. Xfinity. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to show you guys my scheme, just because I'm like that. I'm joking. Alright, this is my scheme for tonight. This is my scheme that I made. It's pretty good looking. This is actually my career mode car, basically. But yeah, alright. So tonight's race, we're at Bristol, of course. It's going to be stage 1, 43. Stage 2, 39 laps. Stage 3 is going to be 69. So what we can expect from these drivers is that the fuel run's about 52. So unless we have a caution in stage 3, we're going to have one pit stop in stage number 3. We've run this race before in White Line, if you guys remember that series on my channel. That was a very fun Bristol race. Insoluble. Come on now. Ah, Jesus. We're doing that. That's funny. Yeah, no. Bristol is a very fun track. What do I expect tonight? Side-by-side racing. If we don't have action, I'm going to be very disappointed. The one race I've run a ton of races at this track. It all depends on the drivers. If you guys can be patient enough, it's always going to be fun. Outside lane is defending. You can defend really well in the outside lane. If someone's got a faster car than you, just go up to the top. If you can run the top lane, you could pretty much hold them off for about 10 to 15 laps, which is kind of crazy to me, but that's Bristol for you. It's really hard to pass using the bottom lane. That's going to be something to watch. I want to see how, if you can pass really fast and cleanly, then you have a good car tonight. And I want to see who can pass really cleanly and fast. So that's going to be my main thing to watch out. Fuel run is about 52 laps on fuel. Maybe tires, you could maybe stretch it about 2 or 3 more laps on fuel, but tires might become an issue at that point, but you never know. Who do I have predicting for the win tonight? Who am I gonna pick? Let me check who's checked in for the race. Maybe started a tad early for the stream, as they do start exactly at 9. At 11, so it might be a little too late, too early for this interview section. But who do I have picked for tonight? I'm gonna go with my main pick for tonight's race is gonna be Impact. He's had a history of running really well at Bristol, and I have a good feeling it will be his night. He's talked about Bristol a lot. He really loves that track, and this could be his night. I'm not gonna just say this because you're in the VC B13, but I'm gonna pick you as a dark horse tonight. I feel like you got some speed, you might show up tonight, so I'm gonna pick you as my dark horse. And those are my picks for tonight's race. Nothing else much we can do for, I guess. What do you guys want to do for the next 15 minutes? I'm joking, we got 12. Do we want to... No, I don't want to run laps. You guys don't want to see my driving. It's horrible. Alright. Actually, we got a sub. Dallas, my plan B, is in the 21. We'll go over the history or the points from the champions from this league, as this is season 2. So last season, the champion in this series, if I'm not mistaken, was Irish, right? Irish won this championship last season in the Backwoods Racing League, so he won season 1 championship over GS Racing. No, over Georgia Dog, Dark Spartan, and Leppy. No, that was season 2's championship. Alright, let me reread this. Alright, so season 1 champion for Backwoods, if I'm not mistaken, was Spartan. Season 2 champion was Irish, and so far during this season, it's been really Irish show again. He's been very strong this season, currently in season 3 of Backwoods, so he's definitely someone to watch out. And his team, by the way. His team is in the points lead. They are 7 above Iron Legion Motorsports. I will go over the points. Every KISS begins with a K, sits 3rd in team points. 4th is going to be Doghouse Racing. Dirty South sits 5th. Carolina sits 6th. Open Cars is 7th. And KMR sits 8th in points. Alright, so you guys know who's who? We're going to go over the points. So JGR tonight is going to be Iron Legion, Georgia, Spartan, Proxy, and Ironman. JGR's Iron Legion. Carolina is the 22 and the 98. So Insoluble and Perk. KMR is Trevi, Fenris, and Yeti. Dirty South is RSR, aka Ryan Sieg Racing, 38, 39, 44, and 93. K Therms, Master Killer, Axeman, and GS. So that's the team to watch out for as well. Every kiss begins with a K is Trip, Max Snipes, and Silent. And the 15 is unoccupied at this moment. In colleague RCR Doghouse Racing is Impact, Leppy, Sterlo, and EXO. So that team, I'm surprised they aren't higher in the points, but I think it's because I think availability is why they aren't higher in the points. I thought that team would dominate. That looks like a good-ass team there. Alright, and then your team points leader currently is JRM, another Left Turn Motorsports, aka Irish's team. He's got B13, Irish, Lined, and Dodge Dakota. Okay, never mind. That is an insane team. JRM is... This is Season 3, I know. It's all about I restated myself. I know it's Season 3. I'm sorry. I said the wrong season. It's Irish. Okay. Regular season champion was Georgia, so he's been really good in the regular season based on what you're saying. Okay, interesting. But yeah, no, Irish has continued to leave off where he left off in last season. So he's been really good this season, and like I said earlier, my main pick for the night is Impact. I believe he has speed here. I don't know what else to say. There's really no other thing to say. And then my dark horse, of course, is going to be B13. I think he's got a really strong run. I feel like he's got a good car tonight. I just have a feeling. Oh yeah, I can look at the all-time win list. Before you guys get this started, we gotta talk about a lot of things. Alright, our all-times win list, our most winningest driver in Backwoods history. We're gonna go through a history lesson. We've had 3 seasons, we're race 6 of season 3. So our all-time wins list leader is gonna be Spartan. So the guy who we talked with earlier is your all-time leader in wins. Irish sits right behind him at 4. Proxy sits third with 3. There's 3 people tied for 3 wins. It's Impact, Yeti, and Irish. Impact, Proxy, and Yeti with 3 wins. Fenris has 2 in his career in Backwoods. Leppy and Sterlo have 2 as well. Linedcone tied with them. Someone we do not name has 2 wins as well. Jordog has a single win to his name in the Backwoods Racing League. Insolable! He also got a win in this series. He stole it from me at Iowa. I'm still salty about that. Screw you. He got that win at Iowa in Season 1. Ironman, he has a win in this league as well. Sterlo, he has the most stage wins in this league with 7. So he gets the stage wins, but he only has 2 wins on his career. So he's dominant during the stages, but stage 3, he must be choking. I don't know. Spartan has 5 on his career in Backwoods. B13 has 4. Irish has 4 as well. Proxy has 2. Impact has 2. Leppy has 2. Yeti has 2. Axeman, Fenris, Ironman, Lined, Rocky, and Max Snipes all have 1. Master. Alright, Insolable, you gotta manage a race. Room for you guys. Make sure you guys invite me right away. I'm trying to talk. Alright, guys. I get it. You guys both choke at winning stuff, but it's okay. Alright, turn off my TikTok. Okay, gotcha. Alright, then you're gonna enjoy hearing my voice, which I can understand can get grady. Okay, I got my Chromebook loading, we're just waiting a minute. I'm excited. It's gonna be a decently long one. Bristol is fun though. What can I expect for tonight based off of what I've run in the past? The last race I ran here, it was really fun. We had 2 wide racing. Proxy did run away with it, to be fair, but I mean, you can hold on even with a slower car on the top lane for so long if you can run that top. So that is something to watch out. The bottom lane is preferred. I will say the bottom lane is quicker when you don't have a car on your outside. But if you have a car on your outside, it is just so difficult to get the speed off. That is the main issue there. You get 52 laps of fuel. So the only way we have fuel and they're bitching after the race is if they call a caution halfway through stage 3. So they better not complain about fuel saving. I'm gonna get mad myself. I'm gonna vent at them. I'll vent at them in the VC if they complain about fuel saving. It is their own problem if they cause a caution. And they're like, we're blaming you. Nah, hell no, bro. You don't blame me for shit. Alright. That was my little rant about them. About fuel saving stuff. You should not be fuel saving tonight. Alright, stage 1, 43. Easy stage. I expect a caution or two. I just think the early race jitters. They got to get out their aggression very early on. I feel like that is the time where we might maybe see the most mistakes because everyone's got to get used to the car. And if you don't really run Bristol in 2020 cars, you're going to get very loose. You're going to not get used to the car. It's going to take you few laps to get settled down. So that's going to be the most scary point of the race where we're going to see a lot of the noobs, maybe people not used to the cars, get very free off the corner. Because on older tires, it can get a little free if you're not running a tighter setup. But it's pretty tame in Xfinity. I actually like how Xfinity handles in this gen of car. It's really smooth. Alright. Please. I need you guys to start. My voice is dying. I'm practicing Watkins Glen. That track is fun. Alright. Yeah, he is racing Texas again, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, let me show you my car. Yeah, this thing is... can't wait for maybe Tuesday. Monday, I can't really negotiate that as I run ODRL. But Tuesday, I can work around Apex. And I try to make it as close as possible, but it's really difficult. I don't think they're starting quali yet. I think they're in a practice session if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know at the moment. Gotcha. How's everyone doing? Hello everyone, welcome in. Hello viewers, how you guys doing today? We are waiting a little bit as everyone is now setting up for the race. We hopefully are going to have some onboards. I will chat them out when I get them. One onboard is literally like you said in Zolb, he's time traveling back to Monday, which is kind of wild to me. Racing Xfinity. Okay, Impact just ended his broadcast. Alright. Okay, we're having technical difficulties from our onboards. Okay, we're gonna pause it. Alright, well, as we're just waiting, we're gonna have a little bit of a wait. It shouldn't take too long. This league is not bad with start times. It's just, I think they're getting people in. We have a pretty big field. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 18. I think he's having issues. Yup. Oh man, I wish his stream wasn't lagging. Impact's having a little bit of a connection issue with his stream. So that is why we're having a little bit of technical difficulties trying to gauge where everyone is. I'm also trying to check my notifications, as if I get an invite, I will immediately join. Yeah, no, his stream froze for me. Okay. Man. This is awkward. Nah, I think they're resetting. Okay, they're in the lobby. Okay. I just can't tell because his thing is lagging a little bit. Okay, they're fully resetting. We're good to go. They haven't started yet. We're fine. Alright. They're resetting everything. That's why we are having technical difficulties all around for everyone. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know who's gonna qualify in pole. If I had to guess, it's probably gonna be Sterlo. I have a feeling that Sterlo probably the hell am I saying? Sterlo qualifies on pole tonight. I have a feeling that he's got speed in a one lap session, so I think Sterlo qualifies on pole. That is my prediction. We will see. B13 was the fastest in practice, so my prediction of him potentially winning looks solid right now, but we will see. Oh, nah. If I start using that, man, people are gonna cringe. Nah, I'm joking. I only used that once. I don't know if I'm gonna use that tonight. I don't think so. Not tonight, Johnny. We will see. We'll see. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. You'll figure out by watching the stream. My gosh. God damn it, Mets. Always Mets screwing up things, man. It's always Mets fan. It's always Mets. Chapping my lips. Still heavily talked to us, crazy. Alright, they are now just fixing up their qualifying lobby. We have 3 point of views! Shout out to everyone streaming. Irish XFL, GS Racing 41, and Georgia Dog, and Impact X. So make sure you guys check out their point of views if you guys haven't already, or follow them. They will be streaming the race tonight, but we are going to get this rolling in a few minutes. We will get an invite from Spartan or Mets. I don't care which one, but it will be a fun watch into qualifying. Tonight's race is about 250 laps. Like I said earlier, I already told you guys the stages. We will discuss that further into this race. But yeah. Oh yeah, lap times. If I'm not mistaken, We can run 15.9s, 15.8s. If you can, we might see a 15. I think we'll see a 15.8 in quali. 15.9 in quali. I think that is probably their mark that they're going for. Because 16 is a really good lap, but I feel like some people are demons here, so they can run 15.9s, 15.8s. So I don't know how you do it personally. That's not me. I'm not a demon at this track, but some people can. It'll be fun to watch. You'll see. Also, my recommended slider for this type of track, I ran a 4 the last time I ran here, but I think a 5 or a 6, if you can handle it, is probably better because you get more speed. I just like the long run pace of the 4 because it was stable. But if you can run it, run a 5 or a 6 if you got stability. Main thing is to not get loose on the long run. Do not kill your car. If you kill the car and kill the field, people are going to scream at you. I have it from experience. Trust me. Jesus. Alright. We have 18 in the lobby. We have 18 drivers tonight. A decently big field for Bristol of all tracks. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting... I love having a bigger field. Yeti just messaged me to probably get me an invite. And they are into the race lobby for qualifying. We will get an invite very soon. There we go. Thank you, Yeti. Appreciate the invite, my boy. Former driver of my team, by the way. I did used to have a team in Season 1. Sadly, me and him had to carry a little bit, but it was a fun overall experience. I did enjoy my time in this league. Thank you guys for all the invites. 3 of you guys sent them. Alright, so what they do in quali, we do 1 lap around, then we stop it on the front stretch or back stretch. They recommended this view, by the way. Team name second place only. Shush. Shh. Shush. You better shush about that. I did not finish second place only. I remember that season. That season was fun. I just hated how it ended. Alright, so we're gonna get the numbers down now. 39 is Master Killer. 89 Fenris. 11 is Leppy. Thinkar Impact. GS is in the 93. That's something I'm gonna have to get used to. I'm used to him in the 41. Metsfan in the 13. Sterlo in the 16. We see these guys pacing around. Georgia Dog. 54. Perk, someone that we don't know from ODRL, he's in the 98. Irish in the 7, he's going to be someone to watch. He's very quick in this series, expect him to be up front all night long. Him in the 16 could have a potentially good battle. Ironman, the 54. Dallas, he's subbing tonight in the 21. Linedcone, he's won 2 races. The only multi-time winner in this series is back this week. Look for him to put up a good show here. Yeti, I know him for short tracks. He's really aggressive, can be over-aggressive at times, but he's pretty quick at these short tracks, so expect him to be potentially up front if he can get a handle on his car as he hits the wall. Alright, so never mind. K-Therms, he's had a very good season so far. He currently sits second in points, if I'm not mistaken, and has been really consistent, so look for this guy to potentially get his first win of the season. I was very pleasantly surprised. I know he's pretty quick overall, but he currently sits second in points without a win. So that means his consistency is up there with anyone. Spartan, we interviewed him earlier. He's in the 19 car machine tonight. He's pretty quick at Bristol. He won the last time here, won all 3 stages, and he's looking to repeat that this season. Master Killer. We were supposed to interview him early. He had a plan come up, but he's someone to watch out for. He's currently below the cutoff line, if I'm not mistaken. So he has to have a good run as he spins out. That is not a good sign. No, never mind. They're parking it. Okay. About to say. Leppy. One of my teammates in another league. He's below the cutoff line. He needs a good run tonight. And he just ended his qualifying run. In back, the guy I picked to win tonight. He's very good at these type of tracks, Bristol especially. We saw him win in ODRL last season based off of raw speed, so definitely one of his better tracks on this game. Even that old man can run it, so I'm looking for him to run top 5 tonight. GS Racing in 93. I'm looking for him. I don't know what to expect from him. He has up and down nights. When he's on it, but when he's off, it really goes bad for him. So if he's running top 5 tonight, he could potentially steal the win, but if he's not, it could be a rough night for him. But I believe GS has good speed. It's just really about track position. Like someone stated earlier in the interviews, track position is the key. You got to get up front to stay up front. Mets fan, we talked to him earlier. Always a good admin in these leagues, helps support your league, so this is one of, I guess, many leagues that he currently manages in the ODRL cycle. Technically with Insolable. Sterlo, someone that I know a lot about. We're teammates in ODRL. He's very quick. He's looking to get his first win on the season, which came to a surprise by me. So he looks to have a great run in quali. I know he's got good quality speed. We'll see if he gets pole tonight. As he taps the wall there. Jordan Dog, another guy that we talked about earlier in the pre-race interviews. He talked about how he practiced earlier, liked his speed in his practice sessions. So he has confidence going into tonight. And I believe it could transfer into a good top 5 finish as he hits the wall there. The 18 machine looks to put it into victory lane for the first time this season. Perks, Insolable said he's really good, so I'm going to have high expectations for him. Irish, the points leader, the winner of the Season 2 championship. I mean, what else do I have to say? We've seen him in ODRL. He's very quick, so expect him to run top 5. Him, Sterlo, lined, impact. It's going to be a whale of a show tonight. Just know that we got a lot of other guys in the field as well, so those are not the only competitive guys. Spartan, like this field is stacked. Like I'm just stating a few names. This is a stacked ass field, so expect great racing tonight. I don't know what else to say. I mean, there's a lot of good drivers in this field. Ironman's in the field tonight. He doesn't really race that often in this series, but he's in the field, and we all know about Ironman in ODRL. Yes, they are all tapping the wall. That's suspicious, but you never know. Look at all these cars. Look at all those chickens. Alright, for tonight's event, we got 17 in the race lobby currently. Ironman is about to finish it out. They are done. They're officially done with qualifying. We are now going to head into the main show. The main dish, as we like to say around here. The main course. Course. Close my door so no one yells at me when I'm commentating. Turn off my light. And we're gonna get settled down for now, because we got a long show coming. Let me refill my water real quick. We will, just so you guys know, we will have a crank it up eventually during this race if we can get the field spread out. Essentially what that is if we just let the cars make sound. You guys have watched NASCAR in the past, right? You guys know what a crank it up is. Okay, we'll do that eventually, maybe halfway through the race if we get some separation between the field. We might not do it because it's Bristol. It's very tight racing. It's basically a point to where I can let my voice take a break, essentially. Alright, on pole is Sterlo. Like I predicted, he's really good in qualifying. He qualified on pole. Jordog, we talked to him earlier. He said he had a good setup here, and that was true. He qualified second. Linedcone, third. Irish, Impact, GS. Like I said, if GS can start up front, he can get a run. Spartan, Ironman. Ninth is going to be K-Terms, and Leppy rounds out your top 10. Alright. 11th is going to be Dallas. 12th is going to be... Alright, we're going to back out. Yeah, you were wrong. Yeah, no, Sterlo I knew had good speed in quali, but Jordog, he talked about how he felt really good earlier when he was practicing. So that really translated really well into qualifying. 11th is going to be Dallas, my plan B. Perk qualified 13th as well. Fenris qualified 16th. Not a good qualifying effort by him and his crew. So he's currently on the outside looking in on points. He currently sits 18th, so he needs to have a good run. Same with Master Killer, who did not qualify good either. So it's going to be interesting to see how those guys move through the field as they need these points tonight. We're only 6 races in, but every point matters. B13, someone who I picked as a dark horse, he qualified 14th. He's going to have to move his way through the field. Leppy qualified 10th. So these guys that I honestly expected to qualify a little bit better, they did not. They're all the way back there in the rear of the field. So it's going to be fun seeing them maneuver their way through this pack if they can. Because I feel like at Bristol, qualifying speed is different from race speed. Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch you, B13. Good luck in the race. I'm going to be watching that number 1 machine make his way through the field. Hopefully I said the number right, because I got to look at my roster thing. You know, I said that right. The number 1 machine. I made sure that was right that time, by the way. Made sure I did the right name for you. The one time I count on you for pole, you don't do it. Crazy. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get going in about 5 minutes. We'll probably go green at... Never mind. They're starting now! Alright, ladies and gents. Let's get the hell into the show. Through Bristol Night Racing. Food City 300. It is a night race. It is a fun one. We're racing at night as well. It's 11 p.m. on the eastern coast. It's going to be a fun one. Here we go. They are starting on my stream. I have not loaded in. Alright. They have already hit the green. We are underway at Bristol. Sterlo leads over Linedcone. We see Jordog already falling back to third. Here comes Line on the bottom. We can see back there the 3 wide. The 96 of GS. The 38 of K-Therms back there. You see them battling hard back there. If I'm not mistaken, that's K-Therms. As Linedcone already passed Georgia for second. Ooh, Line nearly hits the wall there. Irish right in front of Impact here. You can see the top 5. Ooh, Linedcone is a little laggy there. We're going to go back here with GS Racing and K-Therms. They're having a great battle. We can see them side by side. Leppy and someone else. Dallas, my plan B, making a little contact back there as they continue to make some contact. That's where the action is at the moment. Dallas, Leppy, Perks, they're all dueling back here. Great battle between these guys. Round for, I think, around 13th, if I'm not mistaken. I see Leppy starting to fall back. He's actually getting challenged by the 1 of B13, who qualified really bad. He talked about that. I thought he was going to qualify a lot better, but no. He's my dark horse for tonight. So look for him to make his way through the field as he's... Like I said earlier, the top lane is the preferred lane for defending. If you can run the top lane, you can hold someone off for about 5 to 10 laps, which is kind of crazy. See Perk making a move. Sterlo getting challenged by Lined. I wanted to go back to Perk. And they're stacking up back here. Yeah, we can see someone I expected to be run well. Here comes Line to the lead. He's making a move on the bottom lane. Sterlo's got the preferred outside lane, though. This is the better lane. Irish gets around. Irish is making moves as well. He got around the 10 car. He's up to 4th. He got around to Impact. He's trying to make a move on Jordog, who I'm starting to see. He doesn't have the pace to keep up with the top 2 as Sterlo continues to rip that outside lane. Oh, we can see Impact. These top 4 behind Georgia. He's like a roadblock at the moment as he's holding up a lot of people behind him. We also see GS getting challenged by the 54 of, if I'm not mistaken, that's Iron Man in the 54 machine. Spartan also trying to get through, get around Georgia as we see Irish finally clears him. He's now up to 3rd. Now the 10 car of Impact trying to make the same move, makes a little contact with the 18, but he keeps it straight. Ooh, and Georgia had to let off, and they're going to fall back in line right behind him. Another car, we see K-Therms, who's been top 2 in points. He currently sits right behind this huge group inside the top 5. Just outside the top 5 here. Oh, GS had to slow up massively, hit the apron or something. That doesn't allow B13 and the 89 to get around him. He loses 2 spots in one corner as we see the 1 car of B13 hit the apron there. Who's in the 89 tonight? Fenris, okay. As you see him and B13 battling for position. Alright, we're going to go back up to the lead though. A lot of great battles on the racetrack, but the battle for the lead is heating up. Line looks quicker. He looks a little bit quicker than Sterlo at the moment, but it's hard to pass, especially when they can run that top lane. And we see the 18 being challenged by his teammate Spartan. Yeah, Georgia Dog just doesn't look like he has the car that's handling very well right now. As we see Irish is actually catching up to the top 2. Oh, little tap of the wall, but he's got the preferred lane off the corner. Here comes Line to the lead. Sterlo falls back in line. So Linedcone officially takes the lead from Sterlo. And he's gone from 3rd to the lead. So Line looks to have the good car right now, but adjustments can happen. 26 to go in stage number 1. We see back there a good battle going on between Georgia, Spartan, and K-Therms. Battle for just inside the top 5 here. Spartan holds on to 5th. As now with the cars getting around Line, Sterlo's now going to put it on the fence, but Irish decides, I'm going to be aggressive here. I'm going to try to make the move. On board with Impact. As he's going to make a move to the outside of Irish. He gets the run off the corner. And he clears Irish. Oh, Line hit the apron. Here comes Sterlo back on the outside. He's going to have help side by side for the lead as Sterlo takes over the lead again. We're on board with Impact. He's going to try to wrap it around on the outside lane, try to get around Line as well. Impact's got that machinery. Line made one mistake, and that's going to cost him potentially 3 spots if he can't get back in line here. As now Impact is your biggest mover. He is making moves, making a dive on the inside of his teammate in Sterlo. To the bottom he goes. Gave him a little tap with the bumper. Side by side for the lead. Here comes Line again. Sterlo comes down a little bit. That's going to cost him on exit here. Impact getting really hanged down there as he hits Line a little bit coming up the track as he got squeezed. The issue is coming off the corner for Impact here. He's going to try to side draft. Sterlo making a little contact. That's going to help him. 3 wide for the lead. Irish has to settle down. Can Impact clear the 16? He cannot. So close there. This is a great battle between the top 5 as now Spartan's getting back in the fray. As Impact to the lead. Some great racing between the top 5. Very clean, I will say. Irish, he loses a spot to Spartan. That is the one problem battling like this. You lose some positions, and now that's costing him. Let's see Line now being challenged by the 19. Spartan making hay. Remember, he won this race in all the stages last season, so he's got a good car under his hood. So he's getting in a rhythm now, and he's starting to make some moves. Side by side between third and fourth. As Lined is stuck on the non-preferred lane in this point in the run. You really don't want to be on the bottom with a car on your outside. It is really, you get super loose. It can cause a ton of mistakes. But Line is holding tough. And can Spartan clear? Can the 7 car capitalize on Line being on the bottom lane as well? Here comes K-Therms, sending it down in there. And now we're starting to see a gap. Look at the 11 cars. They scrape the wall on the top. That's going to help Sterlo and Line get in front of Spartan and finally get into a rhythm again. But Impact, look at that gap. It is increasing. Impact's got the car. He's got the speed, and he is pulling away from Sterlo. 13 to go in stage 1. We see Georgia Dog just all outside that pack. They got to get around Sterlo as quick as possible as he's... Oh, gets put into the wall. The 19 of Spartan by Irish. Now the real question is, we're gonna have some lap traffic here. Does lap traffic play a factor in stage 1? Irish and Spartan continue to duel for third, fourth, and fifth. Spartan clears him. He's now up to fourth. Here comes K-Therms, making a send on the apron. That's crazy. It's a little hyper-aggressive there. See, B13 making his way through the field. He's trying to get around Ironman for 7th. As see now, Line trying to make moves on Sterlo again. It's been very hard to pass between these top two as Sterlo hits the wall. Line trying to get the run off. He clears Sterlo and Sterlo lets him go. Can Line catch the leader of Impact? We are now under 10 to go in stage number 1. My bad. Been a great battle between the top 10. 8 to go in stage 1. Can Line catch the leader of Impact? Oh, someone Irish into the wall. Gonna collect K-Therms. K-Therms keeps it straight. Here comes B13. You see them battling back there. They keep it straight back there. That's good news. We are now 6 to go in stage 1. Impact has grown this lead, but Line is narrowing it down slowly but surely. 6 to go in stage 1. Who is gonna win it? Line is just in reaching distance, but he's not close enough as we enter 5 to go. No more cautions. We have a lap car ahead. The 92. Does a lap car play a factor in this stage? 4 to go in stage 1. He does. He gets in the way a little bit. That's going to hold up Impact. That is Yeti. Aggressive driver there. He lets him go. Is he going to let him go? No. I'm joking. It's not Kinza. You thought. We should be coming to 2 to go now. 2 to go at the line. We see Yeti. That's a lap car in Yeti. He slams himself into the wall. White flag next time by. There's not, the distance isn't really closing. And we see them now fanning out as Irish has fallen back a little bit off Spartan. White flag for stage number 1. Line gained a little bit off that corner there. He's going to be in attacking range here if he can send it on Impact. We're going to see in turn number 4. This is in range. Nope, it's not going to be enough. Impact is going to win stage number 1 at Bristol. Good stage win by that 10 car, I said it earlier, Impact is really good at Bristol. I want to see what adjustments these guys make on their machinery. And top 10, if I'm not mistaken, get points. So lined, Impact, Lines, Sterlo, Spartan, Irish, Georgia Dog, K-Therms, Ironman, Fenris, and B13 all get stage points in stage number 1. Yeah, I agree. Impact's got some good speed. Impact is moving, bro. It's dead ass, dude. He's got a good hot rod. Alright, here we go in stage number 2. A little bit longer, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, it's a little bit shorter, 39 laps. Sterlo and Impact's on the front row, teammates. We're going to see how they work this out. Here we go for stage number 2. We are underway at Bristol again. Impact is in the non-preferred lane. Can Sterlo capitalize on the outside run? He taps the wall a little bit off of 1. Side by side between the top 2. Sterlo gets a little tap. Here comes Impact. He tries to clear him. He cannot. Impact's going to send it. No, Sterlo got a good corner there. See them all battling. 39 slaps the wall. Master Killer. Oh, harder to the wall. K-Therm goes. And around they go. First caution of the night. They stack up. And that's going to be our first caution. Race back to the line. We're going to do a race back again, as a lot of cars were collected in that race. Mistake by K-Therms, and that is our first caution at Bristol. K-Therms hit the wall, collected a ton of cars there. K-Therms in that 38 machine. Tough break for him, Irish, and a lot of other good cars. So I wonder who's going to pit here. We only did 2 laps on tires and fuel. I think a lot of people up front might not pit. And Sterlo, by the way, took the lead over Impact. That is the key position there. He gets to choose where he wants to restart and control the restart zone. So that's going to be something to watch when we get going here. Unless he has damage. If Impact beats him out of pit road, we're going to see. Impact stays out. He stayed out. That's surprising. Same with Georgia. We're seeing a lot of guys. Do we see other people stay out with Impact? I don't see anyone else. No, nobody in the back stayed out with him. I'm surprised. I don't know. The big one, yes, that was the big one. I'm sorry I didn't have much enthusiasm for it, but I was trying to watch the battle for the lead, and everyone, it was a mistake by K-Therms, hit the wall, and the full field was bunched up. 89. They do a pit strategy. So instead of everyone coming down and pitting like those, like staying out, they actually pitted, just took 2 tires and jumped everyone else that took 4. So Sterlo's now going to be mired back around 7th. Saw Yeti get lapped earlier, but he got his free pass. Fenris in the 89. He did the strategy with these boys. Your leader, though, is Impact, Georgia. 3rd is going to be the 89 of Fenris. 4th is going to be Leppy, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is Leppy. 6th is going to be Ironman. 7th is going to be Sterlo. And then we got lined Spartan. B13, he jumped quite a bit of people as he was running around 10th. He is currently 10th, but now he's going to be around Sterlo and all those groups of fast cars as they did choose there. Top lane is control here. We're going to watch on board from Impact's camera. Fenris on the front row alongside him. Sterlo jumped 3 rows there. He's now up in 2nd on the inside lane. We're going to see how this goes for Impact. Into the restart zone he controls for stage number 2. Here we go. Good restart by Impact. Not the same for Georgia. Fenris now has a clean lane up. And is that going to help Sterlo out? Sterlo does not clear Georgia there. When does Sterlo clear that car? Can he get clear of him? As now Impact to lead. Fenris up to 2nd. Georgia and Sterlo continue the duel for third. Someone slapped the wall there. That's Georgia on the outside lane. As he continues to hold over Sterlo, he's holding on to the position as now Linedcone into the fray. B13 got around Ironman, so now he's inside the top 10, around 7th. He's trying to make his way through the field. Remember, he qualified outside the top 10, so he's making moves in that #1 machine. He talked about it earlier in the chat. He's got to make his way through the field, and we can see Fenris keeping up with the 10 car now. He is keeping pace, might even be a little bit quicker than Impact on this run. As Sterlo, a little bit of contact with the 18, he slides up in front of him and he takes over third. Good move by Sterlo. Here comes Line. He got around the 18 pretty efficiently there. So now those two are moving together on fresher tires than everyone else in this front two. See B13 sitting there back in 6th. He got around Leppy. Leppy is struggling on the older tires right now. Jordan Dog as well as B13 trying to make his way inside the top 5. He's going to send it. Can he slide up? He does not. Georgia holds on to the position there on the outside lane. Can he clear? B13 clears for 5th. So now we're going to have 2 packs of diverse cars. Older tires versus fresh tires. That is the real question. Is Line makes the move on Sterlo. Can he get it done? He slides up in front of Sterlo. That's a great move by Line, as now he's the first car on freshest tires up to 3rd. Got around Sterlo. That is his biggest competition. If these front 2 continue, if they can't hold on here. As we are now 21 to go in stage #2. Impact trying to hold on a little bit older tires, not that bad. You can see him slide up. Here comes Fenris to the bottom. He's being pressured by Line. Taps the wall there. Here comes Line on the apron, sending it 3 wide for the lead. Impact comes down. He's had to slow up. Here comes Fenris to the lead. Impact loses 2 positions in 1 corner. 3 wide for 2nd. Into the wall Impact goes. And that's going to cost him a ton of time as he goes from the lead down to 5th. Sterlo has to check up. Impact has not been, he got around away from them in stage #1, but it's not that way right now as he's on a little bit older tires, and it's cost him a little bit as Sterlo's going to send it on the bottom, cannot clear him. Sterlo clear for 3rd. He cannot. Impact holds on. Here comes the move for the lead. Line trying to make the move as Impact hits the wall. Sterlo gets checked up. They're massively checked up back there, and they keep it straight. Here comes Line on fresher tires than Fenris, trying to make the move this lap. We are now under 20 to go. Side by side between the top 2. Fenris, for the first time tonight, has got some track position. 18 to go in stage #2. 1 caution so far. Has been a pretty solid race between this group. I said earlier, this is going to be a great group. Got a lot of good drivers in this field. Fenris and Line are just 2 examples of that. As they continue to be side by side continuously for about 3 laps. Fenris going to have to continue to duel up there. I think it's going to eventually, Line's going to get in front of him. He's going to try to slide up. We're going to see a slide job here very soon into a corner. Here it comes, slide job. He cannot do it there. He does it off the corner, and Linedcone to the lead. Finally completes the pass there. It took so long just to get around Fenris, but that is how Bristol is. If they're on the top lane, you gotta work your way inch by inch to get around him. And now let's see if Line can pull away from the field. As you see there, back there, Yeti and them getting loose as he makes a little contact with Ironman. GS racing slow. Something happened to GS, the 93. Incident to the 93, that's going to cost him as Spartan is now up to 4th. I did not see the 19 making moves. B13. Oh! B13! Is he around? He saves it! What a save! Holy smokes, that was a save. Holy smoke. Whew! We almost saw a big one there. Ironman and Yeti just dueling back here. K-Term's also back here. A lot of good racing everywhere on this track. You see Yeti getting loose. There goes Yeti into the wall. Same with Mets. The main difference between the guys in the back is how loose their cars are. And Lined, by the way, is catching up to the lap traffic. That's going to be a factor that really is a factor only at Bristol, especially with how short these races can be. GS Racing got some damage earlier. Now he's going a lap down. He's going to be a lap car that could affect some traffic, but he's keeping out of the way, doing his job. Good job by GS. Oh, a little bit impact tight there. As we are now under 10 to go, 9 to go in stage number 2. Linedcone built up a gap because of the fresh tires, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to catch him at this point in stage number 2. But it's not over. He could make a huge mistake like he did in stage 1. Remember, he hit the apron with about 6 to go, and it opened the door for Impact to make a move, or Sterling make a move again. And that costed him a stage win. So we'll see if he makes another mistake here in stage number 2. You can see Fenris just not able to inch any closer. He held on for so many laps, by the way. Spartan sitting back there in 4th. He's trying to capitalize on that. I think it's Sterlo in 5th. No, that's Georgia in 5th. Sterlo has fallen off quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Sterlo. Yeah, I don't see Sterlo at all. Ooh, B13 tapped the wall. Here comes Irish. Look at these top 2. The battle for 6 is on. Perk sitting right behind him. 5 to go. No more manual cautions. These two are teammates. 4 to go at Bristol. Perk also into this mix. You see him back there in 7th. Back up to line. Smooth sailing for that 8 machine. He is trying to win stage number 2. Impact. Fenris, by the way. Oh, never mind. Fenris has been holding on to 2nd for quite a bit. 3 to go in stage number 2. We see the lap car of Yeti. No one else in the sight of the leader. 2 to go. Coming out of 3 and 4 for the second to last time. White flag for stage number 2. Linecone's got a pretty good gap. No pressure from 2nd. If he can hold on and keep it straight for one more corner, he is going to win stage number 3. Stage number 2 coming off of 3 and 4. Linedcone wins stage number 2 at Bristol. God, sometimes my voice just irritates me. Racing has gone well, though. That was an amazing save. I don't know how the hell he saved that, bro. Alright. Irish finished 8th. Ironman 9th. K-Therms rounded out your top 10. Linedcone, Fenris, Impact, Spartan, Georgia, B13, Perks, Irish, Ironman, K-Therms. B13 said earlier he could be a factor later in this race. He's got to make his way through the field. He's currently up to 7th, 6th, so I would say that's pretty well. Sterlo might have lagged. No, he's in the race. He just struggled during that stage. That's surprising to me. We're going to see if he can make his way through the field. Here we go for stage number 3. We are underway again in Backwoods. Who is going to win this event? It's been the Impact. It's been the 8 car. Who is going to get it done? They're side by side for the lead. Top 2 are side by side. Impact going to get slid up by the 8 car if he can. He slides in front of Impact there. Good move by the 8 there, as Impact loves to rip the top lane to the middle lane. You see him 3 wide back there, by the way. We're going to go back there in mid-pack. You see the 93 also making moves. Sorry if my audio is a little choppy. I don't know what's going on. You can see them, just a lot of cars side by side. Irish also trying to make his way through the field. He's mired in traffic right now. Perk though, impact, hit the wall there. Here comes a 19. Cinny, it's still on the wall. Fenris and Spartan get around him pretty easily there. Crucial mistake by the 10 car is the 98. He has been moving with B13 throughout this race. I will say that right now. The 98 has been the biggest surprise for me tonight, as well as Fenris. I knew Fenris was good heading into this, but I did not know he was going to become such a factor in Stage 3 as he's battling with Spartan for second. I knew Line was going to be a good driver tonight. I expected Sterlo. He was really good in Stage 1, but he lost the track position as now. Oh, GS again. Getting very free back there. You see Sterlo back here behind Jordan Dog and company, as he's going to be a little aggressive on the bottom lane. Irish, Ironman side by side back here for like 8th. As we see Perk starting to lose a little bit of track position here. As he's battling with B13 for, I think that's around 6th. Spartan trying to hang on to second, and it's not working. And Spartan, can Fenris clear him? He needs to get around Spartan as quick as possible, as the leader's going to continue to pull away unless Lap Tracker intervenes. That was the problem. When you let Line get away like he has now, he has a lot of options for when he wants to pit now. He doesn't have to, I guess, wait on them. But we see Fenris trying to get clear of him. He cannot do it. Still side by side between the top two. Oh! 98! Perks into the wall! He keeps it on the apron, and he's around! And he collects the 30-93 of GS Racing. That's going to be your second caution of the night. Caution is out for the second time all night. That is not what the 8 car wanted. He had that big gap. And just like I said earlier, guys, you guys do not want to caution early in the stage. You just screwed yourselves over. You guys want a fuel saver, huh? No, I'm joking. I want to see how many laps we have to go. If it's 54 laps, you guys just screwed yourselves. Blame yourselves for a fuel saver. If it's above 54, you're fine. You guys are fine. 52, you guys are fine. Should be good on fuel. You guys just hit the mark there. You guys are lucky. Because if you had a caution about 2 laps earlier, you would have been screwed. Been a good race though. 2 cautions. Minimal incidents. Been a fun race, by the way. Lots of good racing, but Linedcone, he's looking like the strongest car like he has been all season long when he's raced. He has 2 wins on the season, but he's looking again like he's going to secure his 3rd dub of the season. But I'm feeling like Sterlo or someone else, they're going to be more aggressive on these restarts. I think the main thing that you cannot allow Linedcone is to get free and space. You cannot let him get clean air. If you let him get clean air, he's going to pull away from the field. But if you can stay side by side next to him for about 3 to 4 laps and hold him up and get the field next to him, that is the #1 thing you want to do. So do not let him get clean air. If you let him get clean air, I think it's over for these guys, because he's got the best car in the field right now. Yes, they are good on fuel now, so no fuel issues, guys. Do not complain about it after the race. There's no fuel controversies. Insoluble, you won't have to hear about that tonight. So you can pray about that as an admin. You don't have to hear about the wine and Mets as well. You don't have to hear the wine tonight as they're doing choose cone. They already did choose there. We can see they already got it settled down. Alright, we're going to go green this time by. Linedcone controls this restart with the 89 alongside him. Here we go into the restart zone. Nope, they are pacing for one more lap around. GS Racing was catching up at the rear. You see that 93 machine? GS, like I said earlier, if he has a great run, he's going to run up front. But when he struggles, it's really bad, and tonight it's been a struggle for him. It's just the nature of a league race. Bad luck for him. A loose car. Can't really control that, which sucks, but we'll see on this restart. Can Fenris stay alongside line for more than 2 laps to hold him up, or will he be stuck on the bottom lane? Here we go into the Geico restart zone. Linedcone leads us back to green like usual. Here we go. We are underway in stage number 3. Can Spartan clear Fenris? In 7 car slides up into Georgia Dog, and that's going to be Georgia Dog all the way back, sent to the rear. 1 car on the wall, and around they go. Big one again. Something happened back there, and that is the big one. B13, someone got loose. Someone's lagging a little bit. And that's going to be another caution. Restarts, breed restarts. That was the big one back there. Caution is out for the 3rd time tonight. 44 to go. I don't know what happened there, but someone, I think Irish got free or something, hit someone up the track, and that just caused a stack up, and that caused basically everyone to stack up and for nowhere, no one had nowhere to go, and caused a big wreck on the front stretch. So tough mistake by these guys. We can clean it up. We've had a good race so far. I don't want this to become a caution fest, guys. But you know who this benefited and who this didn't benefit? This benefited Dark Spartan. Last year's winner, guess where he's at now? 2nd. That is crucial track position for Spartan there. Up to 2nd now. Remember, he's been mired back around 3rd or 4th all race long. Him with this track position could be the key to eventually winning tonight. As he's out, he took 2 tires. Tire strategy by the groups. Multiple people took 2 tires, and that is different. They had to do something different from the leader of the 8 car, and they did it. That is a key. Look how many cars took 2 tires or no tires. 4 cars did the strategy that Spartan's on. I'm interested to see Fenris and Line are both on fresher tires. Do they split out these lanes evenly when they do choose here, though? I don't think they're doing choose. Do they do installable? What's the choose rule? Do they do it on the back stretch or the front stretch? See them pace around for a little bit more longer. Okay, thank you. So they choose at the line. Thank you. Alright, here we go for the choose this time by. We see 2 of them picked the outside lane. Yep, they split it evenly. That's what you need to do. As cars on older tires, that was smart. Gotcha. That was smart by them. Make it even. Do not let the fresh tires jump up 2 lanes. The 19's got control for this restart. Spartan's going to lead us back to the green. I'm interested now. This is going to be a good finish. The 19 machine has not had track position all day, but this is his time. Here we go into the Geico restart zone. We are underway again after our 3rd caution. Dark Spartan to the lead. Impact trying to do the same thing as him. Fenris got the good run off the top lane. He gets around Perk. He's the highest running fresh tires. This is his chance. He's got to get around these 2 slower cars on older tires quickly. If he can do that, he can capitalize on older tires versus fresh. As you see, the 8 car using up. Some cars hard into the wall. Someone goes. They keep it straight. No caution. Fenris trying to get around the 54. He does. Good on Fenris. Spartan nearly taps the wall. Fenris is up to 3rd. fresh tires beat Line around the 54 of Ironman. That is key track position. That is the battle of fresh tires. This is the battle for the lead. Impact trying to catch up to Spartan. We can see now the 8 car is trying to use up Ironman a little bit. He's trying to get around him as quickly as possible. It's holding it up massively. Ironman's still holding very strong up there. You know, the 8 car is getting a little frustrated as he can continue to see the 81. He slides up right in front of Ironman. What a move there. As he's now up to 4th. Fenris lined. Who's going to win it? Can it be one of the older tired guys as well? Fenris, you got to capitalize on this. You got to get around the 10 car of Impact quickly. As we now have 34 to go at Bristol. Is it going to be Impact? Is it going to be Spartan? Is it going to be Fenris or is it going to be Line? Who is going to win? Here comes Fenris to the bottom lane. He's going to hit the apron a little bit. If he goes up too hard on the bottom, Line's going to capitalize. Here comes Line. He's going to try to make a move on Fenris. They're both trying to make a move on... Here comes Line to the bottom of Fenris. They're going to go 3 wide for second. Line making the move for the freshest tires. Line trying to get around Fenris. Can Fenris hold on as we see Impact now in the back bumper of Spartan? There's not a lane to move up there, Line. He does! He moves in front of Fenris. He's up to 3rd. As Impact continues, Impact and Spartan continue to be in front of these the older, fresher tires, as now Line is making a move on Impact. Into the wall, Impact goes. Taps it there. We're under 30 to go. 29 at the line. Fenris did not capitalize fast enough, and that costly for him. If Spartan and them can't hold on that much longer, Impact, can he clear? He does. He clears the 8 car for a little bit. Taps the 19. 19's got to go a little bit defensive here. As we see the 1 car and the 54 battling now back there in 5th. Oh, Spartan tried to slide up in front of Ironman. He doesn't. So he's now up to 5th. Line trying to do the same thing on Impact, but cannot do it. As they continue. Oh, Impact to the wall. That's going to be it. That's going to cost him. Here comes Fenris trying to make the move as well. Now we only have 1 more car on older tires. It is Spartan. He won this race last season. Can he hold on to win it again? Impact falls back to 3rd, but he still held on over Fenris. So Fenris is stuck there back and forth. Spartan's going to have to go defensive. Here comes the 8 car of Lined. He's making a move for the lead. Spartan Lined side by side for the lead. Problem with Lined is he can send it harder every lap because he's got fresher tires. 25 to go. This is such a good battle between the top 2. Spartan's still holding strong. It takes a while. If Line can do it, they make a little contact. That might be it for Spartan. Line's going to send it here. He does as well. Spartan's going to have to hold on for about 2 more laps if he wants to continue to be side by side between them. Sending it as hard as possible, side by side. Still, this is a great battle. This is what I'm talking about. Bristol is such a good track here. Oh my gosh, what a battle. Still side by side. Look at Impact and Fenris just looking on. This is amazing. Oh, he hits the wall, still holds on. We're now 21 to go. Can Line clear him? He does. Line gets around him. Line gets loose. Into the wall he goes. Here comes Impact. Line. Impact walls. Spartan. Oh my god, Line hit the wall. No. He was working so hard. Impact to the lead. Line got loose there. He was battling so hard with the 19 that he got loose, and that's going to cost him. Impact made a little bump, got up to the lead by doing basically nothing. Oh my god, Impact going to steal the show potentially, but Fenris, remember, he's on fresh tires as well. Can Line get back there? Can Line get back there? Does he still have the car in him to get back up to the front 3? Remember, Fenris is on the same tires as Line, but he wasn't able to make a move earlier. That is the key question. Can he make the move in this later half of this race? We are now under 15 to go. We can see Fenris starting to dive underneath. Spartan is still there, by the way. He didn't lose them. Line is also going to be driving his hardest to catch up to the top two. 17 to go, coming to 16. Impact just trying to hang on. You can see him right behind him. Just on his bumper. 16 to go at Bristol. Who is going to get it done? Here comes Fenris. Fresh tires trying to capitalize on the situation. We got a lap car. Lap car in the way. That is GS Racing. Hopefully gets out of the way. We see Metz as well. Fenris gives him the bumper. He gives him a little bit of the bumper. As we now have some lap traffic. That is going to be also another question. How good do they navigate this lap traffic? Linedcone is back to the 19, by the way, Spartan. Impact got a good corner there, by the way. Here comes Fenris. Got a good run off the corner. Got a great run off the corner. As we now have some GS Racing. Metz as well in front of the leader of Impact. How well can he navigate throughout these lap cars as they get out of the way? Metz does at least. Does GS do the same? Here comes Fenris to the top. That's going to affect Impact a little bit. At least GS tried to get out of the way, but that's affected the 19 of Spartan. Look at that. The 8 car got around him efficiently there too. 11 to go at Bristol. Fenris, Impact, battle for the win. Fenris trying everything as we come to 10 to go. He's probably going to use the bumper even maybe potentially later in this race. 10 to go at Bristol. Who is going to get it done? Who's not? Can Impact hold on a little bit older tires? Or can Fenris on the freshest tires out of the two cars get past him? 9 to go. This is a great battle between two really solid drivers. Fenris to the apron, tried to get underneath him, could not. Line is going to be there if these two battle too hard. That is the real question. When do you make the move? When do you want to make the dagger? We're coming to 7 to go. Line is gonna be there. Oh god, this is gonna be a hell of a finish. 7 to go. Line into the wall he goes. Never mind. Line just has 2 lifts of the car in the long run here. We're coming to 6 to go. 6 to go at Bristol. Fenris, Impact. Whale of a show. We see back there B13 battling for 3rd. We are now under 5 to go. No more cautions. At Bristol, Backwoods Racing League, here comes Fenris. He's making a move to the bottom for the first time during this run. Could not get there yet. Will he have enough time to make the move again? He's on Impact's bumper. Back there for 3rd, you can see them battling. Can B13 get around him? He's in the same situation as Fenris. 4 to go. This is making for a great finish. 3 to go at the line. Impact just trying to hang on. 3 to go. Impact is working his wheel right now. He is hanging on. Fenris at the same time is trying to get the W. 2 to go. Fenris needs this win. He needs the points. He needs everything in his lifetime to make the move. Can he do it? Will we see him doing a little sin there? Gave him a little bumper. White flag in there for Backwoods Racing League at Bristol. Impact trying to do everything impossible. Coming to 3 and 4. It looks good. It looks good for 3 and 4 for the last time. Here comes Fenris. He's not gonna get there. Impact wins at Bristol. He held on perfectly. I predicted it earlier, and I got it right. Let's go. Whale of a show. Hell of a drive by those two. I love seeing that battle. Agreed. That was an amazing race by these guys. Put on a show. Clean racing up front. I love the battle between those two. Hell of a good job by those front two. And B13. We talked to him earlier. I knew he had speed, but top 3 for him. Holy. Fenris, though, ran a race of his lifetime. That was fun. We also might get Lined in here, because he was one of the contenders of tonight. Is my mic working? Is my thing working? Is my thing working? You know, like my party. I'm trying to get everyone in. Can you pause it real quick? I'm trying to get everyone in here. This is a working party. Thank you. Yeah, I'm also gonna try to get Lined in here because of how he ran throughout the race. It was fun. I know he had a bad finish, but he was one of the top 5 cars in the
Yeah,
night.
it looked like he hit the fucking apron.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Matt, you what? Yeah. Alright. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys all include your audio. Oh, okay.
You could just say gentlemen. I mean, you don't have to include yourself, you know.
Alright, gentlemen. Alright, the first one that we're gonna go and talk to is someone who sadly did not get the finish he wanted. Hello, Linedcone. How you doing, man?
Oh, terrible.
Man, you had one of the best cars tonight. What happened at the end there? Did your car get loose? Was it a bump in the road? I mean, you had one of the most dominant cars of the night. I know it wasn't the finish you wanted, but you definitely showed out tonight, even though you didn't get it done at the end. What happened?
Yeah, it's the guys back at the shop brought a terribly loose car. Just could not do nothing in the long run, and I got behind. I don't know if I got bumped or I just messed up and lost some time to the leaders. And I was trying too hard, knowing that there was not that many laps left, and the laps go by really quick here. So I was just trying too hard, and the car was way too loose for how hard I was driving it, and I ended up hitting the apron and spinning out like 3 times.
Hey, I know you spun out, you may have lost it, but man, you guys put on a show. I was loving seeing you battling for the lead with Impact, with I think Spartan and everyone. That was fun as hell. I know you didn't get the finish you wanted, Line, but you definitely raced good tonight. I know it didn't get the outcome you wanted, but it was fun to watch.
Appreciate it.
Alright, we're going to go on to someone that we talked with earlier, actually. I remember talking to you, and you shot your shot in the chat earlier when you said you qualified, but you're going to make your way through the field B13. You did that very well. You went from, I think, a qualifying spot of 13th all the way to a top 3. Give me your like race recap basically, and what you were doing throughout the race to make some moves, and how you got to 3rd at the end there.
Yeah, I was able to make my way through the fields just throughout the stages. Had some hiccups here and there, but still able to make it through. At one point, I was lagging in the race. I don't know what the hell was going on with that, but and then there at the end, yeah, I don't know. I got underneath of Spartan's. He's probably pretty upset about it. I took a clip of it, and I know he took a clip of it. We can look at it. I tried to give him the spot back, but I crossed the line like right before he did.
Well, either way, you still ran really well, top 5 tonight. wrong person. B13. We talked with you pre-race, and I remember you saying that you could. I don't. Did you say you could run? No, you did say you'd run well. I predicted you would be my dark horse. You were my dark horse tonight. I picked you as my dark horse. If you didn't hear that, but congrats on the top 3. Do you have any special shout-outs tonight?
Shout out to you as always. Thanks for your streams. We appreciate it, and shout out to Backwoods for another great race.
Yep, definitely. This put on a show. All right, we're gonna go on to someone who, I mean, you eliminated me before in the playoffs, Fenris, so I was kind of salty about that. But oh my gosh, make sure you include your audio, dude. I feel so bad for you. You were so damn close. You were battling hard. That was hell of a good show, though. Clean racing. Give me your thought process. Battling with Impact for the win there. And what did you think after you saw Linedcone get loose there at the end?
Oh, I mean, came from the last at the start, didn't have a good qualifying run, and made my way through the field. Got up there, led some laps, and then sitting there probably running 4th behind the other 3. I was kind of just saving my tires, knowing they're going to battle hard. And as soon as I probably got within 20 to go, I went at it, and I saw a line get loose, and then it was just me and Impact, and I knew I had him, but I don't know if I didn't save enough tires or what. I was on his bumper trying to move him, do everything I could, but I just couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, you definitely, in my opinion, what you did was pretty clean, in my opinion. You definitely tried to make it as clean as possible. I love watching you guys battle. It was fun watching. I know you didn't get the win technically, Fenris, but I mean, you had a well of a drive. I loved watching that. That was clean racing. That's what I like to see. I don't know what to say. You got any special shoutouts? Good points today as well.
Definitely best finish I've had in a long time, and shout out to my dad. I needed this good finish. I wanted to win, but he just passed away a few weeks ago, so it's good to have a solid race like this.
All right. Shout out to Fenris's dad. I'm sorry for your loss. Alright, congrats on your top 3. Top 2, that's good points. That could bump you maybe inside the top 16. We'll see after this race. Congrats on your top 3.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna move on to our winner. Impact, I'm not gonna shoot my shot here, but I predicted you to win before the race, so I already knew you had speed here. I've seen it before, but Impact, what were you doing differently at the end there to even hold on older tires? I don't know how the hell you held on for so many laps. Just give me your thought process at the end there.
No, it was a good race, racing Line. I knew Line was going to be tough. I knew Spartan was going to be tough. AO, I haven't raced a lot with, so I didn't really know what to expect from him. I believe Line probably would have won that race if he wouldn't hit the apron, because he was fast, and he was definitely faster than me. And sucks he hit that, because that was good racing there. And, there at the end with AO, I was just watching my mirror and just trying to stay in front of him, because I didn't want him to give me the bump from the inside, because I knew that was going to be it, because I'd have probably hit the wall, or he'd have definitely got around me. So I just tried to stay right in front of him and let him hit me in the ass all he wanted to.
Gotcha. Do you have any special shoutouts, Impact? Is this your first win of the season? No, it's your second win of the season.
I won last week.
Oh yeah, I forget. You've back-to-back. Hey, back-to-back wins, Impact. You got momentum in here.
No, I don't have any shout-outs. No, I don't really care about anybody.
Okay. Okay, alright,
no,
Impact.
Just shout out to everybody, man. Good race, and, it's fun. It's nice to have races where there's very minimum cautions. That's one reason why I'm over here in these couple leagues and left some of the other ones. It's tough. You got people in here like Line, Spartan, Mets that put up for wins every week, and it's fun. That's why I do it.
It was. Yep, I enjoyed the fun show as well. I'm gonna let Mets say something before we head out if he wants to. Do you have anything to say, Mets?
Yeah, very impressive tonight. I enjoyed it. Everybody did good. Xfinity cars really put on a good show. Bristol, hate for Lion to cost himself there, but he had a fast car. He'll get his win. Impact got a little streak going. Good job, and let's get to some speedways now. We got some Michigan and Auto Club up next. Let's go have some fun.
Fuck those draft breaks.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Like he said just a minute ago, our next track will be Michigan. So Impact will be looking to go a three weeks in a row for winning. That will be definitely an interesting thing to watch out for. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. This is definitely an entertaining race from my point of view. Enjoyed the race from everyone, and we'll see you guys next Saturday at 11 Eastern.